Hello all, so thank you for coming the webinar about smart analysis using ChatGPT. Let's start diving in. First of all, if you don't know me, my name is Edward Chechique. I live in the south of Spain, in Malaga, a place that all the day there is sun, let's say all the year more or less. Some days of raining, but not so much. I have more than 9 years of experience in UX design, practically on complex products, and I write a blog in Medium where I share my insights about design, AI, automatization stuff, all this, let's say, all this stuff, let's say, in one word. And I started to use AI 4 years ago because my blog, I wanted to share my ideas, but I'm not native speaking English speaker. So basically what I did, use AI to fix my grammar, misspelling, and that stuff. So in this way, I was able to write up to now more than 130 articles in the last 4 years. That it's, great personal marketing, and share my ideas and that stuff. And then where I started to use AI, today I do complex stuff like prompt engineering and things that are more advanced. And I like very much to drink coffee, drink between 4 or 6 cups every day, something that I very like. And that's about me. One moment, I just put here do not disturb mode in my computer, so nothing will interrupt the session. So basically what we'll do today, at the end of the session, you will be able to clean a structured data sets efficiently with ChatGPT. We'll analyze and to see insights from one file. Also, we conduct sentiment analysis. If you don't know what is this, is basically how people feel about our products. I will show it continuously deeply. And also we create charts with ChatGPT, so we know how to work with that. We'll do it with 3 use cases. We review 3 different use cases to do it. First of all, we will see how we take data set. It will be data set of data of people. I mean, it's not real people. I just asked ChatGPT to generate it. And basically, we'll see how to clean and organize data to we'll able to analyze it better, and how we can how we can use ChatGPT to organize the file the way you want. Then we'll do some LinkedIn post analysis. I will upload my post analysis from LinkedIn, where I write every day, and we can see what works, what not works, and how we work with that. And at the end, we'll see sentiment analysis from data about one application. It doesn't matter what application, but basically in that way you will able to take the reviews you get in Google Play, an App Store, or in Google Maps, or any what business you have, and see what the people feel about the service product, if they like, not like, and that's all in very easy way. Basically in 10 minutes you can analyze more than 100, 200, 300 reviews, and that's the last one. Let's leave now the presentation. I will go ChatGPT and do it step by step. So let's start. So first of all, what we'll do, let me just go to ChatGPT. Here are ChatGPT. We'll start to work in one dataset and see how we can organize it. So first of all, I will upload one dataset of the people with the salary that I explained before. Okay. It's here. And now I will add this prompt, act like a data analyst and show the Google Sheets here. Okay, you can see here the prompt. And then it will start to show the information. When it's finished, first of all, what you can see here, okay, it's finished. Great. In the meantime, you can see here that it's uploaded data here, and all the data, it's here. So basically, you can see the data here, and then you will see here that there's some missing information. But imagine that you have very large amount of file, and you want to understand where it's, or where if there is missing data. So basically what I will do, very simple prompt here. I will tell it, read see here. Okay, read the data and tell me if there is any data that is missing in the table. If yes, tell me what missing and which row it is. Let's run it. And now it will make the analysis. It can take some time. So basically, okay, we can see here row 8, 16, 19, and 21. You can see here. I mean, it's maybe make a mistake here. It's not 8, it's 9, but 16 is 17. So it's fixed, it's missing 1. So what we'll do here now, I always need to check the chat. Let's see, 4, 8, 6, this needs to be 20. Great, so it's missing 1. So what I will tell it's now, something like that. You did a mistake. Row 8, it is row 9, 16, row 16, it is row 17, and the same logic apply to row 19 and 21. So this can happen sometimes. Now it will organize it. Okay. 20, 22. You can see 22, 20. Okay, so now what I will say to the chat. Let me see. Let's take the prompt from here. Perfect. So what I will say to it, eliminate any row that is missing data. We can do another time, like add the information by ourselves, but let's clean it first of all. Again, takes some time. It's not very fast. Also, if you use a lot of information, it's take time. But basically, okay. You can see here the row. The error is because it started with 0 before, because not in 1. But okay, this can happen. So let's see now. One thing before I continue, just to let you know that if you want to download the table, you can do it from here. Just let you know. Okay, so now let's see that something like that. You can see here that we have first name and last name in the same cell, but imagine that you want to divide it. So basically you can do it in Google Sheet with some formulas, but here you can do it with your native language. I mean, divide the username and the first name. The prompt that I will use now, divide the username into first name and last name, each in different column. So let's run it. And then it will take the name and divide it to into two columns. It takes some time, but in one moment we'll have it. Then what I will do in the meantime that I explain the next step. Let's see. Okay, you can see here we have the first name and the last name. Now it's divided. You can also say to the chat, add two new rows and leave the row that I had before also. So we can do what I did now, that divide to two rows. You can say leave the row with the first name and the last name and add two ones with the first name, one with the first name, another one with the last name. So we have everything here, and that's good. And then let's do something like that. Okay, you can see here that we have the annual earnings of the people with the amount and the currency, but I want to divide it to two columns because I want to at the end show all the data in dollar. Okay, not in I mean, because I want to be able to compare. It's difficult to compare with different currencies. So here I will add the prompt, divide the annual earnings into number and currency, each in different column. Let's do it now. and then it will divide them. Take some time. In the meantime, I see that the chat show me always the details, but I'm not interested in how it does it. So let's turn it off, so we'll not see how it's run the code. And you can see here we have the earnings and the currency. Great, but I don't like how it show me the earnings because the number is not so beautiful. So what I will do now, I will add this prompt. In the column earnings amount, this one, use whole numbers, number format with comma separated values. So it will be easier to me to read the information. So let's run it. And you see now all the currencies will change to number that it's easier to read. Again, take some time, but much more easier do it manually. You can see now you can understand better the number. 85,000, 120,000, 55,000, blah, 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 everything here. Now, another one now, let's take it here. Now what I want to see, I want to understand the earnings in dollar, because now we have in different currencies, difficult to me to understand the numbers I want to compare. So I will ask it to create a formula, and that's great things that you can do. Also here we organize the information, but also if you need, you can ask formulas in chat. So what I will do now, I will ask it to give me a formula that take all the amount and the currency and compare and change it to the dollar of today. So I will be able to compare. So let's see how it works. I add here the prompt. Act like a Google Sheet expert. Provide Google Sheets formula to convert earnings in each currency to US dollar using today rate. And if the currency is already in US dollar, the earnings will remain the same. Okay, because I will have in US dollar, I don't want to convert it, so leave it the same. Earnings are in column A, B, C, D, E. Earning is column E, and the currency in column F. Now I will run it, and it will give me a formula. Now the formula that it will give me, I cannot paste it here directly. I mean, it will be easier to do. So let's see. Okay, it didn't give me what I want. I want the formula. So I will take it. You know what I do? I will run it again. Sometimes it's work well instead of change the prompt. Let's see. Great. I think it understands it today. Okay, great. It's explain the formula. Okay, so first of all, let's explain if a dollar, leave it like a dollar, and then you can see here the formula. So I will copy this one, and let's go to, let me see, great, here, perfect. So this is a file that I organized before. Great. So now I will paste here the formula and see if it works. Seems we have an error, but let's see. No, I think it will work. So let's see. Let's ask in Perplexity. I will take this one here, paste it to US dollar. You can see this is the rate, 61,000. This is the number, and you can see it here. So it's the same. Let's ask with let's see in euro, 60,000 euros to dollar, and see if it works. Let's see, 66,135. 66,135. So here there is something that I don't know why it's not convert well. Let's see this one again. Needs to check always. Do not give the chat work without test it. Always make some tests. US dollar. 45,135. So maybe the number it's very close. So it's possible that the rate it's the rate that it's a little bit changed because of the time zone or something like that. But basically, you see that it's close. If I will deep on it more, if I go with more deeper, maybe I will find how to put it exactly as in Perplexity. But you know what I will do? Let's go to Google one moment. Let's do it here. Okay, let's go to Google and asking Google the same questions. 45. In US dollar. 48,773,88. I think it's that one. Yes, and this is the thing, because maybe there's some stuff in the calculation that Perplexity use another data, but you can see here because it's come for Google, the formula Google Finance here it's the same. So if I will take 60,000 euros. 65,031. 65 0, so it's well, basically the same. So this is the way you can work with data to organize information and also to get a formula. Now we'll go to another case, and I will take my LinkedIn post data, upload it to ChatGPT, and ask it to analyze it. So let's go, click here, another one, perfect. So let me see, go here, perfect. So let's upload my data. Perfect, it's here. Now I will take this simple prompt, act like an analysis and show me this Google Sheets here. Strange that it not work, but like one moment, try see why it's not work. Strange. What I will do, let me go to the file and maybe I will download it as a CSV again. Let's download it now. I will download here in CSV and upload it again. Let's try. Perfect. Let's take the prompt again and run it. Oh, now it works. Perfect. Be aware that you need to upload always CSV file. Another file not works well as CSV if you want to analyze data. So it's here. Again, let's open the mode, the view mode. I have here the post. Okay. I have here if it's more than one, if it has more than one link. If I mention people or companies inside the post, what is the media, video, nothing, image, what is the topic, okay, and the impressions. So here I have more stuff that I will get rid of. I don't need this one, so I will say here, eliminate. What I can do, select all of this, say eliminate row. Let's clean the file. It will do it. And now the next thing that I will do, I will tell it to read the data again and see. Perfect, everything is out. Okay, so I will, first of all, I want to see if the file is okay. I write this prompt, read the data and tell me if there is any data that is missing in the table. If yes, tell me what is missing and which row it is. Let's run it. Also, take some time, but I believe if I have something here or not. Okay. These two columns missing value, almost a row, 6 and 7. Post in row 25, missing. Okay, you can see here, and you can see this one and that one. So I will tell it, eliminate. I will select all of that. Okay, I can click here, reply exactly to this information, eliminate them. Eliminate them. You not need to be worried about misspelling or that stuff. You can write with misspelling most of the time. Chat will understand. Better to write correct, but don't worry about that. Perfect. Clean. Perfect. Nothing is here. Okay, now let's continue to the next one. I will ask it if there is any inconsistency in the data, okay? And you will see now what I mean. So for example, if here it's writing with, for example, uppercase, and this now it's write with lowercase. So let's see if there is some inconsistency in the file. Because if the data is not right exactly the same, the analyze will not be, I mean, it can make, it will not show us the information as we want. Okay. Okay, perfect. It says that there has more one link column only contains center instance. Okay, this is okay. Okay, so it seems that the data is okay. So we can continue, no problem, that's data. And now I will take this prompt. We have it here. Act like a data analyst which in product design and content marketing. And what I want to do here is to analyze the data, understand what post work, what not work, and that stuff. You will see in the prompt that I explain exactly what I want to know. You have been helping me, a product designer like me, to analyze data from CSV file. And now your goal is to help me identify trends and actionable insight from the data that I can use for writing detailed posts in LinkedIn. Okay, this is the goal. And now I explain how the data is formatted and your objective. Main goal, I want to analyze the data to understand what the type of content resonates most with my LinkedIn audience, okay? And does the post with specific media work better? For example, if video work better than image. And now, if mentioning people increase the impressions, yes or not? Okay, companies. And I explained how to do it. Load the CSV file. Okay, we load it. If any rows that column contain missing invalid data, handle them. Okay, I explained if there is inconsistency. We did it before, but I also added in this prompt. Analyze the metrics and generate the summary. Okay, and that's what I want to see in the summary. Okay, so for example, suggest type of content that should be emphasized. I highlight which media performed better and that stuff. At the end, emotional text below, take deep breath and work on this problem step by step. So I will copy all this prompt, long one, paste it here, and run. Now, this will take a little bit of time, but at the end, we'll have a very good summary. In the meantime, let me see here. Perfect. I don't know now the table anymore. I can close the table and go to the insight. So it analyzes the data, explain exactly what it does. Load the data, clean, analyze the engagement metric, and now it will show us, okay, it start to analyze the data, and we can start to see insights. Post with photo has highest average impressions. followed by videos and images. Post mention people, companies, higher average on impressions. This makes sense because basically if you mention people, normally they like and comment, so it's increased engagement. Impact. If you have multiple links, they have more, it seems that there is more impressions. No link, okay, can work. And if it's one link, less impressions. I believe that's because if you write one link, it's like this say to target the user to click on that. If you mentioned a lot, so there is a lot, so the user don't know what to click, maybe, and LinkedIn understand that they will not go out from the platform, something like that. Generate something actionable insights. Okay, it said that posts with photos and videos get more impressions. If I mention people, I get more impressions. And explain you how the link works. And it's giving me actually insights what to do. I mean, emphasize visual content, create posts that include photos or grab more attention, mention companies, and experiment with link strategies. Okay, now you can continue, ask more questions, and understand more the data. For example, what I can do, let's take this one and write it here. Okay. I run the prompt and read it, so we'll not wait. Analyzed if posts with more text work better than posts without text. Okay, do it in two steps. First, calculate how many words each post has. The data is in post column. Then calculate if the post has more text or better without. So what I say to it, let's go back to the table. One moment, it's here. I said to it, calculate how many text here, and then calculate what performs better, with text or without text. No, not with more text or less text, not no text. So let's see the insight. Posts with more text have average of 80.68 impressions, and less text 20.62. So that means for me that if I write with more text, basically I will get more impressions. Good. And another insight that I get from the data. So basically you can continue ask questions. You can also ask the chat, give me ideas how to analyze the data, for example. Great. So it will give me now ideas. So how I can, what question I can add. Okay. I can ask by the topic, what topic works well or not. Okay. If the sentiment is positive, neutral, or negative. So if I write something more positive, will perform well, or negative, perform well. To be honest, I didn't think about that, but interesting. In the meantime, what I will do, I will select all the analyze with that area. So what I will set it now, let's see if post work well, that is positive or negative. In the meantime, we can see if a call to action added, if it's work perform well. You know, a lot of ideas here. If I use hashtag better or not. I didn't thought about all these ideas, and that's the magic of the chat. You ask it and it gives you idea to how to see the data. So it's did the sentiment analysis, positive get 1558 and negative 4099. Basically, it's more or less the same. Not something interesting. A little bit positive works, a little bit works better, but okay, not big difference. So this is about that stuff. I will continue to the next and the last one. And we talk about sentiment analysis, and now we go to another thing that is the sentiment analysis. Analyze the data with sentiment analysis. So basically, I have here, let's say, upload it and start to, I will upload the data. Let's take, okay. I took a file with many user reviews that I take from about one application, doesn't matter what application. And what I will do now, I will ask chat. Let me see. This prompt is a little bit longer. So in the meantime, the machine work. Okay, I will explain the prompt. So we're back and we have everything. This one we don't need anymore. Great. So act like what we want to have to do now. Again, we have reviews that we take from apps, App Store, Google Store, Google Play, Google Maps, doesn't matter where, and we want to see what the people say. If the review is positive, negative, or neutral, and a part of that, we can do it for our products or products that of competitors, so we know how to compete with them better. Okay, so the prompt is quite long. Don't go to details in the prompt. I mean, just understand the idea. You can write for yourself. It's not so difficult. I mean, it's a little bit work, but not something big. And the stuff. So act like a data scientist specialized in natural language processing with for the 15 years. Okay, that's the role. And the objective, perform a detailed sentiment analysis on set of user view for mobile application. Your task is to classify the sentiments and express if it's positive, negative, or neutral. I have some instructions. Okay, analyze the only 10 first, and that's because if you have a file with a lot of data, don't analyze everything in one. Divide it to 10, 10, 10 every time, because if not, you will see that the application, I mean, chat will start to hallucinate it more. So in small chunks, you can do it 5, 5, 5, it will be better. And if you are advanced and you can connect also chat with the API and to do it one by one in bulk. It's a little bit more advanced, and more accurate, to be honest. But basically, also 555 from the chat will work well. Okay. So the most important now, how the machine knows what is negative, positive, and neutral. First of all, you can say that if the words are positive, write positive. If natural, natural. If negative, like don't like the application, it's negative. But what I find more helpful, it's like show example of reviews and say to it if it's negative, positive. Here, for example, here is negative example. This is absurd. The statistics stopped working. The service not respond emails. Blah 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 blah. And another one. This is neutral. I found successful. You need to get plenty codes exceed. So this is some example of neutral, and here's the positive. Best thing about the tool, easy to use, best for technical SEO audit, pricing only suggested, blah, 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 blah. So I take examples and then show to the machine, to the chat, what is positive, what is negative, what is neutral. And the output, summarize overall sentiments across all review and highlight significant trends. Okay, so basically, you can see it here. Let's open it here. It's did the analysis, okay, and I think it give us how much negative, how much neutral, how much positive. In the meantime, I will ask it to do continue with the next 10 more, 10 more. So it will analyze 10 more reviews. Let's start one moment. So we'll have 20 in total. Great. So you can see here the sentiment negative. You can see, let's open it. First impression is not great. The interface is very user-friendly, finding certain features intuitive. The tool is very slow, and frankly, you don't got much value as compared to the free editions. As to suit, I'm not sure. Keep subscription. Okay, here it said that it's positive, so this is error. So we need to give more examples to the prompt or analyze one by one. So here, maybe there is this hallucination here. So I will need to do 5 by 5 by 5. Let's take this one. Quite upset. I sent an email 1 week ago and how to use all the functionalities available. I don't have any reply. Moreover, send them DM Twitter. You need to Twitter Blue. Okay. So this is said that it's natural. So basically, I see that maybe to make the sentiments better, I will need to add to the prompt more details so the machine will understand better how to analyze the data. Let's see. Let's close that one. Open it again. I will do another thing. Let's do another thing. I back here, open the prompt, and instead 10, let's do 3. Okay. I open here. Let me see. No, let's take it from here. Easier. Okay. Analyze only 3 last reviews. Let's get here this one. That's not necessary. Copy, paste here. So what I will do now, I like rewrite these steps and it will start to analyze again. If you want to go to the back, you can click here. It's we go to the when we analyze the 10. But let's see. Hope it will work. If not, I will need to work a little bit more on the prompt. Okay. You can see that it says that the 3 last are empty. So basically, I needed to organize data before. So good that we see these errors, so we not repeat in your time. Okay, the SEO expert, but I like the trick to analyze how I rank on Google search. Scrappy gives me details. Love the clear actionable. Okay, this is positive. This is a great tool. Positive. This is a great deal. Positive. So as you see, and as I said before, maybe 10 it's not good for this one. So you can do 3 by 3, 1 by 1. But if the thing is that 1 by 1, if you have 800, it's a lot. In that case, I will use the API and do something different. But basically, for example, 3 by 3, you have, you make it 5, 10 times, you will have enough insights to start to work. Because basically what you most of the time want to find is the bad ones. And that is important because we can fix. So again, the prompt is here. We saw that 2 things in that case that didn't work well. That's good because you can see that not everything is 100% work with the chat. Clean the data before analyze it. That we did in the 2 first examples here, not, and you see why. And the next thing is that not always the chat will give us the accurate result if we want to analyze a lot of data. So in that case, from 10 we back to 3, and it's worked better. And I think that's all from my side about this one. So this one we see 3. Basically, today we saw 3 cases. One, it's cleaning up and organize the data, where we organize the data set and at the end generated one formula to calculate the currency in dollar converter. Next, we saw my LinkedIn posts and how I analyze them. We saw the insight and some questions asked the chat. And also we asked the chat to give us some insight about so we asked the chat to give us more ways to analyze the data. It gives some good ideas and we can continue from there. And the last one, we saw how to make sentiment analysis for app review. Here we see that the 2 important things is that we need to clean the data before start to analyze. And the second one is sometimes if the work it's not work well, first of all, you can work with the prompt. And second, and maybe the most important, when there's a lot of data, do it in small chunks so you will able to understand the information better. So if you have more questions, just ask. And a part of that, here's my LinkedIn if you want to connect me in LinkedIn. I will upload it to YouTube also, so if the people that will see it in the future, just ask questions in the comments below and I will answer you. And that's all from